Hi there crafters, Louise with you today. Thanks so much for checking out this video. This is a 3 old, 3 new stash busting video. So firstly I've got this Poppy Craft stamp set, some 2 crafty chipboard and a brand new dark grey coloured background paper. I've also pulled some alphas that I'd like to use up, some chipboard, a whole sticker book with these little journaling tags that I bought and have hardly used, and some enamel dots as well. Now, one of my tips with chipboard is that because the chipboard has that kind of greyish tinge to it, to get a really natural colour, you really should treat with gesso first. So not always, it depends on what colour you're going to put over the top, but I like that when you add gesso, you get a bit more of a vibrant colour. So the colour actually soaks into the chipboard. So by adding gesso, you're just protecting that chipboard and giving your colour something to sit against. Now, this particular photo I have scrapped about Astralumina, which was at Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary on the Gold Coast. And it's a really fun sort of night walk light exhibit all about the stars and different planets. And it was just this really cool thing that we took the kids to. And I'm pretty sure I enjoyed it more than they did. But got some really fantastic photos. It was such a fun experience and really thoroughly enjoyed it. So definitely check out that Astralumina if you haven't already. But basically, this is one of my favorite photos. I got my boys to pose in this sort of photo spot and managed to capture this really cool time in our visit. So I'm going to go with a bit of a red theme, and I thought about embossing the chipboard, but ended up just going with this Distress Oxide ink across the top, obviously in the vibrant red. I thought it'd really sit well against that darker background, and then of course that red would tie in really well with my photo. Now I'm just going to coat this with a clear spray sealant. Not recommended to do in an enclosed space, so definitely open a window or a door, and even better do it outside because it is quite strong in its scent. But basically what that lets me do is now touch that chipboard without smudging the ink or getting ink everywhere. It's exactly what it says. It's a clear coat sealant, and I like it in spray form. It just works for me. So this little book with the journaling pieces, I'm trying to stash bust that and get some of that used up. But essentially the chipboard is the main sort of highlight of this page. Now I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put my title. I know that my title is obviously going to be Astralumina with these little white having a mental blank. What are they? Alphas. Thank you. It came to me. So little white alphas, and so I'm just going to spell out Astralumina just to title my page for the location that we went, and laying it on sort of some old and used clear plastic packaging lets me spread it around so that I can decide essentially where I want that to go. Now I did have a little bit of trouble with this because I've already gessoed the chipboard. I'm going to cut some of this out because it's basically just me having a fight with the chipboard and cutting it into pieces, and then having a bit of a play at the background. So I cut some of this because eventually I'm just going to swipe this page and add some background stamping. And you'll really thoroughly enjoy this because the first stamp that I laid down is completely out of alignment. And a little tip is, if you happen to be able to flip the page over and just use the reverse. That's what I'm going to do, is just realign this stamp on my little stamping block, which has lines for a reason, and straighten that up a little bit. So this is just an ordinary old white ink pad, and the background stamping, I sort of wanted to just make a bit of a mess, add a few different textures. I don't want to cover the whole page because I don't want to put too much to take away from the chipboard, but pardon me, I just wanted something a little bit extra in that background. So white stamping, which I haven't done for a little while, stamping in general, which I haven't pulled out for a little while, and of course that white ink pad, but really a cool and fun technique, and I'm going to do the same thing with that butterfly stamp as well. Spread that around a little bit to add some areas of interest into the background. After I'm happy with that, the great news is you don't have to let that dry for very long. I come back, I am going to start laying out those red chipboard pieces, highlighting those and stick them down. This, I struggled with this because I wasn't sure if I'd done enough. Did it feel finished? You know, what else could I have added to help? But I do leave the layout. I keep it quite simple, as you see towards the end here with the chipboard, and I wanted to have this quite geometric sort of feel. And the splatters, I can't find my white ink. So somewhere I have a white ink. This one is actually iridescent. So as you can see, when it dries, it kind of soaks into the paper and it's got a shimmer to it, but I cannot find my white ink. I know I have one somewhere, it's just gone walkabouts presently. So I'm just going to use some white paint and pop that on my craft mat, mix it with some water to get some better white splatters going here. And that, I think, really brings it in. It has a much better feel to it. So by the time I am finished here and add on the chipboard pieces and the photo and some of those enamel dots, this is going to turn out into a really nice textured geometric page. And I love the red, I love the dark background, it's so different to what I would normally do. The geometric pieces are really quite cool, and finishing off with the title and journal spot, really, I think this one came together fantastic. So using my little Misty glue tool, absolutely well worth it if you're on the fence about whether or not to buy one. I'm using mine all the time and really finding it so much quicker and easier to use. So definitely have a look at the My Sweet Petunia. But essentially that's my share for you today. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.